No one likes to be needy, so here are some steps that you can take to stop being that guy. First is stop asking obvious questions. If you don't know something, and you can Google that and get an answer within 30 seconds, that is an obvious question. Where are the top 5 mechanics closest to you? That is an obvious question. Just don't be that person that's like, oh, what's this? What's that? Dude, come on man, just Google it yourself. What are the 10 most effective ways to maintaining my car? Now, that question is more subjective and not as obvious, and that's a question that you can ask. What this does is, this gives people the impression that you're not some kind of brainless guy that doesn't know how to find the answers to the very basic questions in life, and that you need people to answer every small thing for you. If you're asking these questions as a kid, that's totally fine. But if you're an adult, then you should be almost getting to a stage where you're teaching kids how to do these things. So learn how to find the answers to these obvious questions yourself. If you're looking to become a man that knows their way around the world, hit that subscribe button. Second, don't be reminded a second time to do something. If people have to constantly remind you to do something, you're basically telling other people, I can't do anything by myself. And I definitely hope that you're not one of these guys that brings their mom to interviews to remind them what to say. If you're even thinking about this, stop it. I need someone to tell me how to do something, when to do something, and then remind me to do it. That's almost the definition of needy. And I'm not saying that people never forget. We all forget. It's normal to forget. But however, if you're consistently depending on other people to remind you what to do, that's not good. So always make a point to do and complete things the first time someone tells you how to do it. This way, you're showing other people with your actions that you do not need any special treatment. And anything that they give to you, they know they can depend on you to get it done. And if they have to consistently nag you to get something done, they will feel like a parent to you. Because this is exactly what parents do to their kids. Next is you have to learn to make decisions by yourself. If you want someone to just tell you what to do and to give you the right answers for your situation, you are pretty much making other people do your job for you. You are giving other people more problems. I would like to think that decision making is something that schools are supposed to teach you, but apparently not. So you have to learn to do this yourself, and the more you make decisions, the better you will get at it. And the way that you can do this is very simple. Number 1, in any given situation, list out the real problem that you're trying to solve. Number 2, list out the 3 most important factors for you to make that decision. Number 3, list out a pros and cons table of all the things that can possibly happen within that decision. And then look at it, reflect, and then make a decision. An example, let's say you're trying to decide a future career for yourself. That's the problem. What kind of career do I want for my future? And next, your 3 most important priorities in order of importance is salary, learning opportunities, and then your work-life balance. And I'm not going to list out the pros and cons table for this particular decision because it really varies depending on your situation. But now let's say you have found a job that has great salary and learning opportunities. Then from your decision making, you know that you're going to take it. But if you find yourself hesitating because it does not have enough work-life balance, then that priority of work-life balance might actually be higher up. But however, there is one thing that you really have to understand, and this is the fact that the nature of decision means to cut. Because very rarely will you come across a solution that will be able to fulfill every one of your needs. So the most important part about decision making is actually figuring out what do you value the most within that decision and be willing to sacrifice the rest. This last one is don't be taught the same thing twice. And this does not apply to everything because some things you can't learn twice. This means that if someone took the time to teach you something, pay close attention, ask questions, take notes, prepare like you have to know how to do it next time by yourself. Being taught and retaught the same things again and again means that you're pretty much stuck in the same place. If people feel like you can't understand what they're saying, then they really start to feel like you have to depend on other people moving forward. And essentially, you're wasting their time and your own time. This is why the first time you're learning something, don't be shy Ask questions. Do everything that you need to do to make sure that you know how to do it. And on the other hand, if you learn fast and you apply other people's advices fast, people will actually want to help you more because they felt like their advice actually made a difference in your life. So these are some of the ways that I found really helpful to help you not be so needy and be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And I will talk to you in my next video.